Welcome to Celtic Flow. My name is Mark Hondy, and today I want to explore Pi. Pi is in a sense, a chatbot that you can have conversation with and ask questions. So I want to invite you after you experience Pi to go to your app store and download Pi and experience it for yourself. But before you can do this, let me um, show you how Pi works or get to experience. So here's Pi. The solar eclipse. Tell me more about it.
Sure thing. A solar eclipse happens when the moon passes between the sun and Earth, blocking the sun's light from reaching Earth. Depending on the alignment, this can be a total eclipse, when the moon fully blocks the sun, or a partial eclipse, when the moon only partially blocks the sun. Solar eclipses are pretty rare events, and the next total solar eclipse visible from North America isn't until 2044. That's a 20-year wait if you miss this one. Did you have any specific questions about the upcoming eclipse?
What is the best place or viewing location for this totality?
The solar eclipse will be visible across parts of the US, Mexico, and Canada, but the path of totality, where the moon completely covers the sun, is a relatively narrow strip. Some of the best spots to catch totality include Dallas, Texas, Indianapolis, Indiana, Cleveland, Ohio, Buffalo, New York, Montreal, Canada. You'll want to make sure you have clear skies and a good view of the horizon for the best eclipse watching experience.
What do you use to watch this event?
Watching a solar eclipse is an incredible experience, but it's important to do it safely. You should never look directly at the sun without proper protection, as the intense light can cause permanent damage to your eyes. Here are some safe ways to view the eclipse. Use special eclipse glasses or handheld solar viewers. These are designed to filter out harmful UV rays, and it will allow you to look directly at the sun. Make a pinhole projector. This allows you to project an image of the sun onto a surface, which you can then view safely. Use a telescope or binoculars with a solar filter. This allows you to get a close-up view of the eclipse, but make sure the filter is securely attached and not damaged. Remember, even during totality, you should still use eye protection to avoid any potential damage.
Do you know when the first written account of a solar eclipse is recorded?
The first written record of a solar eclipse dates back to ancient China around 234 BCE. The event was recorded in the document known as the Shu Qing, or Book of Documents. It describes the eclipse as a time when the sun and moon did not meet harmoniously, and was seen as a bad omen for the emperor at the time. Other ancient cultures also recorded eclipses, including the Babylonians and the Mayans, who used eclipses to help develop their calendars and track the movements of celestial bodies.
Interesting. Do,
Isn't it? Eclipses have always held a certain mystique for humans. For ancient cultures, they were often seen as omens of good or bad fortune, or as signs from the gods. In fact, the word eclipse comes from the Greek word eklypsis, which means abandonment or downfall, reflecting the sense of foreboding that eclipses often inspired. Even today, eclipses still capture our imaginations and inspire awe and wonder. There's just something so primal and humbling about witnessing the dance of celestial bodies in our solar system.
so what's the difference between the solar and the lunar eclipse?
Great question. Here are the main differences between solar and lunar eclipses. A solar eclipse happens when the moon passes between the sun and Earth, blocking the sun's light. A lunar eclipse happens when the Earth passes between the sun and moon, casting a shadow on the moon. During a solar eclipse, the moon's shadow falls on the Earth. During a lunar eclipse, the Earth's shadow falls on the moon. Solar eclipses can only be seen from certain parts of the world, while lunar eclipses can be seen from anywhere on Earth where the moon is visible. Solar eclipses are generally shorter than lunar eclipses. Totality during a solar eclipse can last for just a few minutes, while a lunar eclipse can last for hours. Despite these differences, both solar and lunar eclipses are fascinating events that remind us of the complex and beautiful dance of our solar system.
Well, thank you for your time.
You're very welcome. It was great chatting with you and sharing some facts about eclipses. I'm always happy to help or answer any questions you might have. Feel free to reach out anytime, whether you want to learn more about astronomy or just need a friendly AI to chat with.
So everything that has been discussed is actually in text, so you can review it later. So this is pi. I actually like pi, and so you can continue this conversation or this thread at another time if you want to continue the conversation. I actually thought that was quite helpful. Okay. So that is pi. I hope you enjoyed that experience, and until we meet again, God bless you.